I'm happy to congratulate him and wish him, not only because he is a potential. We have worked together for 17 years and in extremely difficult situation where he has worked, where there is neither electricity, no road, no water, no a house. 11 years of hard work in the extreme corners of places in this Assam state where unreachable, where anyone who goes to visit him would not want to stay more than few hours. Such places he has worked, and therefore he is the right man to head and to give us leadership. Thank you, dear Father Sebastian, for all your hard work.
She continuously experiments and researches with about 4,000 to 5,000 children throughout the year. She shares learning and sharing platforms with approximately 5,000 teachers from different schools annually. She has also coordinated and hosted many seminars for parents in different topics. Ma'am, we are really happy to have you here with us today. A warm welcome to this workshop. Once again, a warm welcome, ma'am, and over to you.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you? How are you?
Fine.
Last chance, huh? How are you?
Super good.
If you speak loud, that means you are fine. No. You know that same question when I ask my students, then how are you today? Every time, same answers that I'm fine, thank you. Even
That's
when
what they are
it's
taught.
fine, then even they said, I'm fine, thank you. Why is it so? Why always same answers? Think about it. We all are teachers, we know.
Yeah, we
Then
talk
it's
like that.
conversation. We are
They are,
taught, yes.
they are taught, we are taught.
We are taught that I'm a teacher, I'll give you a question and along with that one answer. So you know that this policy or this document, National Education Policy, is rescuing our present education system. It is for everyone, it is for nation. The second letter, that is E, and E stands for education. Yes. So again, education here means that these guidelines in our regular classrooms and schools. So we have 4 units of National Curriculum Framework. The upper one, the number 3, kids having special needs. And now we have 4th also, that is the transgender. Now it is mandatory for every school to give admissions to transgenders also. Instead of I feel free. Who is running under the screen? Yes, of course. We all are working continuously day and night and running under the screen, teaching, assessment, meetings, lesson plans, continuous learning, deadlines, corrections, documentation, lots of things we are doing continuously. We are working so hard for our kids. But still, we have some challenges in our schools. Still, we have red flags in our classroom. Strong subconscious mind of a learner. You know that what we are doing in our schools, yes, of course, we are preparing our kids for future. So do manage their own emotions, regulate emotionally influenced behavior, empathize with the emotions of others, and manage the emotion of others. This is emotional intelligence. So for cognitive skill development. That's why our kids get good marks in their exams. But what about the subconscious mind? Is that we are working on subconscious mind? And what we are doing in our schools, we are just working on upper portion, and that is 10%, and rest of the 90% ignored by us. The first one, that is personal, social and emotional skill development of a learner. Number 2, gross motor and fine motor, that is kinesthetic skill development of a learner. And the third one is language. It could be Hindi, English, Marathi, Gujarati or any. Then the next one is cognitive. Cognitive comes under all your maths and science. Then the creative and aesthetic, sensory and perceptual, and the last technology, and it is need of the hour. I would like to share one important information with you, that according to the WHO, understand that 65% of children entering primary school today will ultimately end up working in completely new job types that don't yet exist. Research by World Economic Forum. And the second and very, very important fact, that 47% of jobs will disappear in the next 25 years, research by Oxford University. And I think so, it's next 5 years, not 25. And the third, very, very important, 7 out of 10 people are currently in jobs where the future of their career, profession or industry is uncertain. And again, it's research by Skills for Your Future, V Forum. These are the facts. I'm not telling this, these are the facts. And the fact number 4, employability skill set has completely changed. So what we are doing in our schools, still we are focusing on lesson plans, monthly planning, yearly planning, but we have to upgrade these plannings. We have to upgrade my shopping, my library, almost everything in a one device. This is a smart. The future of education is only challenge. Feel free. What do you think? Or how do you think that future of education, we have more opportunities? Otherwise, technology helps you to simplify your concepts. That I met with a child, 7-year-old child, grade 3. I show a shape of a heart, the normally moving towards the competency-based learning. So the word learning is only learning without meaning, and competency learning with skills, learning with knowledge and attitude. Second one is the evaluation system. There are many changes in evaluation system also. Is to shift to competency focused teaching, learning and assessment. Complete school. Look at this, competency focused teaching, number 1. Number 2, learning, and number 3, assessment to check the learning outcome, that what the teacher is doing in a aims to address the real challenges of the Indian education system. Real challenges are that our approaches at glance, stage design, that we have divided our entire curriculum framework into different 4 stages. Enabling and empowering teachers. Unlike the typical selection of subjects, National Curriculum Framework NCF 2023 promises to broaden the subject choices in class 11 and 12 students. We'll study 16 courses that will be segregated under 8 curricular areas. The present on traditional curriculum framework to the new. So I hope it's clear till here. If any doubts, please feel free. And now I'm giving you a short break.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea. Good.
We are not talking about teaching only English, Hindi, Maths or Science. What we are talking about? Come on. This is just recap. What we were talking about this morning, to give it a skills. Wonderful. Yes. So I'm talking about skills development, national 30% at least, and regional 30%. So this is a division for the social and science that we have local 20% content in our textbooks and teaching, national 30% it is very stage. After adding copy border, this is the final stage of my product. No. This is the final learning outcome. Is it yes or no? So when I came back and I was just eating my food and there is a one news that the baby elephant rescued from a well. It is a case of a Jabalpur. Wrong back. So learners. And it is nothing new. It takes so long, 1947 years old, experiential learning in schools. Number 2, integrated learning, as I have given an example of newspaper cutting. Inquiry driven. Child. It's a national curriculum framework for early learners, and we can use this for better learning of concepts. So we have to divide our concept into 5 different under 4 different stages. Stage 1 is foundational stage, where we have from Balvatika 1, 2, 3 and grade 1 and 2 first stage. So let's see the foundational stage, learning standards, which settings, extra practice in school and as homework. So the pedagogy should be at this stage little bit formal, because the foundational stage it is play based, joint 14 years adolescent. Lots of hormonal changes at this stage, negligency, even though nowadays use of substance, use and abuse of substances starts at this stage. So, lots of distraction. We have to be careful at this stage, lots of counselings, lots of interactions and awareness programs should be organized by these schools. Flexibility and student choice of subject. Very, very important. And from here, we have started with the board exams also. And for the board exams, pedagogy can be used for teaching and learning process, independent learning. At this stage, more independent learning, opportunities for self-study and group work, more collaborative. Then this is the stage where child it chemical that कि कौन सा chemical डालोगे पानी पे रुक जाएगा. Then after that, bottle, sales, marketing knowledge, art for decoration. So that means what? We need all subjects for one water bottle. Is that if I'm making the national curriculum framework, it is again very, very important to have guidance and counseling sessions in our schools. So, who will do general guidance and counseling? Or trying to solve modern problems with the traditional solutions. So this is the kind that we have to change. I know that when I was a child, my father used to say that wake up early in the morning. It is good to study in the morning. Talking about the blended learning, and it is mentioned in NCF that now we have online and digital education also. So inclusion and access, enhanced educational access to disadvantaged group, including Divyang students, digital platforms and ongoing ICT-based educational initiatives to be optimized and extended. Content, we have to create a school culture. How? So ways in which a school can cultivate a rich, vibrant and shared life of learning for all its members. Two aspects of school culture. Number one, we should have norms and beliefs. We have to follow. The second, behavior, relationships and practices in schools. So with these two things we can build a school culture, exceptional school culture. Parents. Three of us are very, very important stakeholders of education system. One, my student, my teacher, and my parent. So, this triangle, that we should have a resourceful educator. It is not a target of a NEP 2020. It was in policy 1986 also. According to the that we need to have at least basic knowledge of carpentry. So that means it saves your time, then we opt for the further profession. That we need to have at least basic knowledge of carpentry. So that means it saves your time, then we opt for the further profession. Here has included specific learning standards, content, pedagogy and assessment for vocational education for the all stages of school. Runner Abel Mutai, who was just few feet away from the finish line but got confused with the signage and stopped, thinking that he had completed the race just because of some confusion. So the Spanish runner Ivan Fernandez was right behind him, realizing what was happening, why he stopped. He started to shout at Mutai to continue running. Mutai did not know Spanish, hence he did not understand what Ivan was trying to tell him. Finally, Ivan literally pushed Mutai to victory. But the journalist asked Ivan, why did you do that? Ivan was replied, my dream is that someday we can have a kind of community life where we push and help each other to win. Look at the thought. Look at that. The journalist insisted, but why did you let the alien win? Ivan replied, I don't let him win. he was literally winning. He was actually winning. This race was his. The journalist asked again, but you could have won. I will look at him and reply, but what would be the merit of my victory? What would be the honor in that medal? And the most important, what would my mother think of me? You know that, heart-touching that once you realize
of this session, Dr. Nishi Sriwas Phogat for delivering an insightful session.
Once again, welcome you, sir, and
Dear Advocate Anshuman Bola, dear Master and Almighty God, Bishop of Rice on the Two and Chairman of the Commission of Education of the Northeast India Regional Council, Father Shinos,
the coordinators of this event, volunteers, brothers, fathers, sisters, awarded with a gift sponsored by our SRHG group. And the question is, there was a guy who was so much interested in cracking coins and currencies. What is the word used for that? Numismatics. So someone approached him telling, I have a coin of which belongs to the 600 BC time, a gold coin, I will give it to you, would you like to buy? He agreed. That particular person brought this coin, and it was all there as he told, it was written as 600 BC. A faded emblem of a kingdom was there. It was belonging to a kind of Egyptian country, and a pharaoh's head was there, all faded. It had the look, the real look of a real gold coin of 600 BC. But as he got it, he called up the police because he found this particular guy was a fraud. Can you tell me the reason why or how he identified this particular thing as a fake coin? Correct answer, and the father gets surprised. I request Ms. Sujata to give the prize to father. Did you get the answer well? No. When did we start using the term BC? We started using it only 80, at that time nobody wrote, or nobody used BC. That's it. Now, as you are informed by me from All India Association of Catholic Schools, it is my privilege to be here. It's my first visit. And I'm sure some of you have already attended our national events, the training programs. And I'm here to welcome all of you to our association as well. And Father Pucheri is having some plans. He has already discussed the things with us. We will take it at length later. And what we do as an association, what are we doing? One is learning to learn. And the second is self-regulated learning. But interestingly, the national curriculum framework doesn't give us how we should do it. And then what we are looking at, how we can teach our teachers, our principals, what is this all about. We are looking at visionary leaders in our schools. Why missionary leaders? Many of us are principals not by our choice. It was the choice of our bishops or it was the choice of our provincials. So we lack a lot of vision. But we need to continue. We are already in the sea of this education. We need to keep swimming. We need to train ourselves. Maybe till last year or till this year, there is always a question. The choice of schools. When the people were given this choice of schools, people used to prefer missionary schools. Nowadays, there is a tendency towards other private sectors. Why? We have a lot of answers, our answers are. We can bring it back by evolving, by rising up to the needs and the challenges of our time. Through our training, we bring these challenges to a certain halt. Okay, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers, we are rising up to the expectations of this time. I was also asked to address certain things that are getting out of this. Father was
three loves, L-O-V-E-S, loves. Love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first two loves together. That's what exactly we are called, chosen and committed to. And today, we the members of ASSET are empowered by a well-known and experienced resource person, someone of our own and known, especially today, with an eye-opening input session. Our honored speaker, Father Dr. Sinoj Kerakamuril P.O.R., the President of INAX. On behalf of the attendees of this workshop, I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation and gratitude for your enriching present session and your expertise, knowledge and valuable insights shared with us on All India Association of Catholic Schools. Your rich contribution has truly enriched our minds on the knowledge and information you gave us on INAX, especially for the registration and new membership, the various training programs you conduct, the opportunities that INAX has and provide for the empowerment of Catholic institutions of INAX of India, your emphasis on collaborative learning to learn, the new practices that we need to introduce and make the part of our education, our challenge to be visionary leaders, and above all, for your warm invitation for the forthcoming INAX Annual Conference in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. We are all eagerly looking forward for that wonderful opportunity to know and learn more. I'm immensely grateful to you, Father Dr. Sinoj, for your warm presence, I said once, spending your valuable time and sharing with us the best that you have. We pray God's blessings on your endeavors as the President of INAX and all that you dream for the education through Catholic institutions for the progress of our nation. May I request every one of you to add your good wishes, blessings with a huge round of applause. Thank you, Father and Sinoj, and God bless us all.
Working with us and a couple of our schools already. And I'm sure some of the schools may like to join working with him in creating awareness about environment and particularly the research and protection on virtues. Let us welcome Dr. Sachin Ramdev. And I think let's give him a big applause.
but at the same time, we were targeting that it is one of the most related to the mankind. Since the human being started the agriculture, since that time, the vultures have associated with our mankind and they are with us. Talking about my institute, we work on different type of animals, birds, snakes, and most of the first book on different taxa, like first book on snake, first book on birds, first book on mammals, they were published by the DNAs. And as I was saying about the vultures play a very important role in the mankind. Suppose there are no vultures, what will happen? In nature, there is no empty spaces. So if you will remove the vulture from our life, its space will be taken by some other thing. So it could be a dog, it could be any other things, rats, or even flies, which are not very good for the mankind. These all factors spread a lot of disease, and all over there are so many vultures. Not only in the foreground, but the vultures were sitting on the building top also. Can you count?
Yes.
So, numerous vultures were there. So scientists have put a statistical model and we guess that there were 4 crore vultures in India. Why we should bother about that? Because if vultures are not there, the
Suryanathan, over to you.
Group of companies, dream, believe.
Please welcome the Mr. Mocha. Okay, over to you. You have next.
Resource person and the speakers all are talking about something like NEP, NFC, and with regards to NEP and NFC, what all things are required in the school so that students can change their life connecting to today's requirements. And
Sister Elizabeth. Padarpur.
Sonapur, sister.
Personal School.
Father Sebastian.
Cannot read. Hey, come on.
Sister Mukti Madhuri. Vankuli from Vankuli.
Wow,
This is something very wonderful. Sister Shweta, please come out to the stage.
I'm sorry, I have a proposal to go school. Father, you have to become father.
Request is accepted. It goes to Father Joey Matthew. Thank you all.
Next.
We have yet another way for the promoter. All the way
all for giving this opportunity to stand before you. At the same time, this morning, the organization honored me with the Puran Kamasha for
Because the number of participants, even at the end of this year, a number of them, which it has crossed 150 numbers. Therefore, I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you, heads of institutions from all across Assam, for this meaningful and relevant seminar. This is the third such seminar conducted by Assam, and that is wonderful within these 3 years. No, I'm sorry. Ma'am Sujata and the team next year also will come to get at least a few prizes and gifts. We would like to see, because for every meetings you are there, your people are there, and we would like to see that we will become partners in our educational endeavors. We are seeing vultures. We are also seeing who is passionate about vultures. We thank Bombay Natural History Society, BNHS, for sponsoring various facilities and telling us that we need to look after this particular category of birds. And we will collaborate with you, cooperate with you, so that we will have a better life. Thank you so much. Shall we? This morning we had a very colorful, very colorful dance. Thanks to BBI.
Before we go, the signatures that we had asked. I know we had sent an email asking you to bring the seal and seal of the principal and the school seal. I know many of you did not bring it. We would ask all the diocesan coordinators to collect the signatures.